Good morning. Day 109 on the trail. Hey, I had a great night's sleep. It was nice and cool. Slept well. Camped here. Mouse killer was in tenting next, not too far from me. So wasn't alone. Quiet night. I couldn't get a good picture of the sun. It was a orangey red going down through the trees, but the haze tended to settle down with the cool evening, and even today you can see the haze in the trees here. So it's going to be another day of sucking in smoke particles from Canada, but as it is what it is. My intended stop tonight was supposed to be Rausch Gap Shelter. That's only about 11 or 12, so I'm probably going to push past that a little bit. Try to get some miles in. Closer to home, so anxious to get there. Excuse me. So we'll see what we can do. There's a campsite a couple miles past that. There's also Lickdale. Ooh, maybe I'll go into town. No, it's too far from town. It's 2.5 miles. Unless I could hitch a ride. I don't want to pay for a shuttle. I got 3 days of food, so if I push a little each day, I can probably make it to Hamburg. And since the weather is supposed to be not rainy for the next couple days, that's a plus. So, all right, let me get going. I think we're going to deal with some rocks today. All right. Just finished my morning climb after a down. Hey, I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely a haze here in the woods from the wildfire smoke. You can see it more. You can definitely see it here through the trees, but my nose is running, my eyes are itchy. It's pretty bad. Ow! Sharp rock. Got about 9 miles to Rausch Gap Shelter. At that point, I'll evaluate where I'm going next, because shortly after that, the trail is flooded out by beaver activity for about a mile. So the question is going to be, do I want to wet my feet at the end of the day before I go to camp, or first thing in the morning so they have a chance to dry out while I'm hiking? See the decisions you have to make as a through hiker. We'll see. Nice little camping area. Looks like you got some bases of an old fire tower used to be here. Now it's all overgrown with white pines. It looks like the ladder base. Interesting. All right, got about 8 miles to go to the shelter. I'm kind of booking miles because I want to get there early. That way, if I decide to push on, I'll have time. I believe the next shelter is the 501 shelter, and you can order pizza there. But we'll see. Okay. Starting to see rhododendrons again. And hemlocks. Remember hemlock? The needles come off the branch. Kind of one up, the next one down, the next one up, the next one down. Make it, we call it double ranked. There maybe I can get a close-up. Hang on. Well, I thought the blooming of the laurels had outpaced me, but maybe I caught up over the last couple days. Very nice. I'm hustling. Not doing a lot of filming. Not much to film, really. But got about 5.5 miles to Rausch Gap Shelter. So I should be there by about 1:30. But I am going to stop and take a minute to eat something more substantial than a granola bar, because I am getting hungry. So 2 o'clock, and then I'll decide where I'm going after that. Remnants of some of the old iron mines in the area. This stream with a lot of iron residue. And that little ravine there was probably the entrance to the mine. Been filled in. I'm sure the state blew the entrance so people couldn't go in. Alright, I think I've come to a decision. It's only 1:15, and I'm pretty close to the shelter, Rausch Gap Shelter. I may end up staying here. That's a tough call, because tomorrow to get to 501 shelter makes an 18-mile day, and that is a long day. But if I go 4 miles further, there's a campsite, but there's talk about thunderstorms. So I may take the short day, give my dogs a rest. Not a short day. It was mileage-wise, it was good. But I was pushing speed-wise. Try to save enough time to get further down the trail. And kind of tired. Yeah, no real advantage to going, so I'll probably stay here, but I'll let you know for sure. Okay. This is the Rausch Gap Shelter. Very unique design. It's built into the side of the mountain, side of the hill. All right, I'm all set up there, my bunk. Filtering some water. This has got to be one of the most convenient water sources. Right out in front of the shelter. No bare cables, no bare box, so I hung a bare line already. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I feel like I'm cheating. I did 13 and change. This sets up tomorrow to go to 501 Shelter, where I'm ordering pizza for dinner. But it'll be a long day tomorrow of 18 miles. So, all right, well, that's the end of day 109. So I'll get back to you tomorrow.